everybody. We're going to get started here in just a quick second. Okay, hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Can everybody hear me? Great. Excellent. Excellent. Well, welcome, trailblazers, visionaries. This is going to be a game-changing webinar. Today, we're going to dive into the art of upselling. And this is an essential skill for small business owners, for marketers, for salespeople, for your team as a whole to spark growth and unlock some really great opportunities. So I just want you to imagine something before we get started. We are really talking about selling solutions, not a product, not a service, not a membership plan. We are solution-oriented marketers and salespeople and entrepreneurs. And the best part is that you already have everything that you need to master the art of upselling, which is a divine passion for the products and the services that you are offering. So I want to get on this journey together, right? We're going to talk about the art of upselling. And it isn't just about making more money for top line revenue growth, but it's about really becoming and being more as a business owner. Before we get going, I just want to encourage you to follow us on your favorite social media platforms, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will be restreaming this particular webinar as well. So share it with your fellow entrepreneurs. And if you have not yet, please subscribe to our newsletter, and that will keep you posted on our upcoming events and some of the key strategies that you need to know as a business owner. And I want to introduce myself. If you are new and this is your first time with us, my name is Darlene Gagnon, and I am the founder of We Connect Global Branding Agency. And I am in partnership with my darling husband, Denny Gagnon, and he runs our promotional products company, Kinetic Promotional Products Services. And our third company is the 360 Entrepreneur, where we provide mentorship to couples that are growing their business or family-owned businesses and helping them thrive in the space of entrepreneurship. So let's get into mastering this art of upselling. And I want to start with the basics. Okay, I believe in the power of personalization and emotional appeal in business. And I'm going to show you how you can use these tactics to really enhance the customer relationship and increase sales. We're in the last quarter of the year. It's really important that we have a very concentrated sales effort this last quarter. We've got economic conditions that are shaking us up a little bit, and we need to stay ahead of the competition. Okay, so I'm going to guide you on spotting the differences between cross-selling and upselling. We're going to even talk about downselling as well. And I'm going to help you with understanding your customers' needs a little bit better so that you can offer them real-time solutions and making sure that you're adding value. And when you add value to their purchases, I'm telling you, you are equipping yourself and your team members to really be ahead of the competition, because sometimes our competition is more consumed with growing top line revenue instead of doing what's in the best interest of the customer. And even when sales are tight and sales are slow, it's important that we are always focused on what's the best interest of the customer. Okay, so let's define what upselling is. Upselling is a real sales technique, if you will. And that's where you as the seller are going to encourage a customer to spend more by purchasing an upgraded product, an upgraded plan, an upgraded service, kind of that premium version. Okay. And yes, it will make a larger sale, But more importantly, what it will do is a way to say, you as the customer, I can see that your needs are this. And so I'm going to offer you a package that meets your needs. Okay. So for example, if you're running a membership service for like an online business, right? And you want to sell an increased plan, you're going to identify if they need it before you even offer it, right? That's upselling, right? If you can tell that it's not really something that's going to add value to your business, you're not going to offer it, because we want to reduce the churn rate of our customers. We don't want our customers leaving our businesses after they've made that initial purchase or been with us for a certain contractual time and then say, you know what? I spent too much money with you and I didn't need all of these things that you sold me in the beginning. So I'm out of here. And they will go to your competition that will pay attention to their individual need. Okay. So you've got to make sure that you're really looking at the customer's business as if you're sitting in that business. Okay. And that's a little bit different than cross selling. Cross selling is a sales strategy that happens right before someone is getting ready to swipe their credit card. Okay. And so an example would be if a customer came into your store, bought a laptop, and you know that there might be an opportunity to cross sell them a laptop bag, right? Or additional camera accessories for their laptop. That's cross selling. They're purchasing a product they already need, and then you are cross selling other accessories to be married with that particular product. And so that's an example of cross selling. And you've got to learn the key differences of when upselling is appropriate and when cross selling is appropriate. In this dynamic world of sales and marketing, you have to understand those two different strategies because they're powerful techniques and they've got their own characteristics and their own uses, but you need to know when. And it's important that marketing and sales are working in congruence to making sure that if they're running a promotion to cross sell, that doesn't necessarily mean the sales team should be out trying to cross sell. They may need to be looking at how to upsell their client base. And this comes from really understanding your client base and the buyer personas that you've created to understand what the customer's needs are, what are they attracted to, what is happening in their industry, what is happening inside their business, and what's happening with them personally, and deciding if you should cross sell or upsell. Okay. Now, there's great power in upselling. And I want to talk to you about the benefits of upselling and focusing on that upsell. And then we'll dive into, the benefits of cross-selling. Okay. So obviously, from a business standpoint, we're increasing our average order size, right? And that's what we want to do as a business. We want to continue to grow our average order size for our business. Okay. And it's a great arsenal to have in our back pocket. Okay. It plays a very pivotal role in making sure there's consistent business growth happening. Okay. So if you have a customer that has the intention to buy a particular product or a service plan, and they clearly know what they want, they clearly are coming to you for that proposal, if you will, of your services, it's really important that you are looking at their business and saying, does this approach work if I try to upsell them into a premium type of service, premium type of product, or premium package? And you've got to really look at tapping into that customer's innate need and innate desire to do what's best for them personally or for their business, right? Because if you are selling B2B, which is what I'm talking about right now, if you sit as if you are in their business and you identify a solution to their problem, you are creating loyalty. You are creating a synergetic relationship where they know that you can build trust and transparency from them to you. They can really dive in and tell you about their business issues, and then you are finding the right solutions to help them, and you are not just selling to sell. You really become their business partner. You become an extension of their business. And when you become an extension of your client's business, then they begin to trust your recommendations, because as they grow with you, obviously you'll be coming and readdressing what's happening in their business. And guess what? There might be times when you tell them no. They may want that extra premium service, but you can tell, look, if I get you into that premium service right now, I don't think you're going to use it to its full extent. And then you're going to want to downgrade later. So let's save the money. Let's get you in the door. And then after we know that you're settled in with doing business with us, then we'll reevaluate your services, and we'll see if you need to upgrade. Okay. When you do that, you are like acting as if you're an employee within their business, and they begin to trust you. So when you do come back around and say, hey, I think it's time for us to upgrade you, I think it's time for you to add this additional service on, then guess what? You've built that trust, and they will sign on that dotted line a little bit easier. Okay. So that approach for a larger sale needs to be built with clearly understanding their needs and presenting them with the solutions that legitimately work, not just to grow your sales order, but to really, really help them thrive in their business. And people are looking for authentic relationships. Business owners want really good vendors that really keeping their interest at the top of mind, and not just looking to get a sale. Okay. So when we look at implementing an upsell strategy, okay, and yes, we want to boost that top line revenue. We want to get that bottom line profitability really, really strong. I want to give you a couple of strategies for you to implement and to be thinking about. Okay. And we've talked about this quite a bit. Understand your customers' needs. And not only do you need to understand your customers' needs, but you need to categorize your customers in an A, B, C format. Okay, your C customers are the ones that probably are not that profitable. Maybe they've been with you for a long time. You know they don't have the budget to upsell to. They may even be your pain in the butt customers that you might even need to consider firing. That's not where we want to sit. Your B customers might have the opportunity to be evaluated to upsell in order to make them into a customer. And then your A customers need to be where you're spending a good 80% of your time and making sure that you're constantly evaluating their business needs. You're looking at their industry, you're looking at their competition, you're looking at what's happening inside their business. Are they growing? Are they stagnant? Are they having struggles with building their own revenue? And can you provide a solution for them? So you got to observe their behavior. You got to look at their purchase history. You got to look at their preferences, and then identify those opportunities for upselling. And this also means that when you guys start building out that categorization of your clients, that ABC bucket list, right? Then you've got to go after your team members, and you've got to train them on how to upsell. You can't just tell them, get out there and go get more revenue. You've got to have a legitimate conversation with them about why they should be upselling, and maybe sitting down with them and looking at those A clients and looking at them at a very detailed level and hearing the salesperson's feedback on why they can or cannot upsell them, and then building a proper client strategy. Okay. So you got to understand the products and the services that are offered. And this is where marketing comes into place. Or if you are a solo entrepreneur and you've got maybe one salesperson, if you are asking them to sell a product or service, the person selling needs to believe in the product, needs to believe in the service plan, needs to believe in the upsell strategy. They must have an innate desire to say, yep, I can get out there and sell it. I feel confident. I believe in it. And sometimes when you've got marketing teams and sales teams, they can learn from each other. Okay. Sales is feet on the street. They are having the individual conversation with the customer, and they are getting feedback from the customer. And that salesperson or that sales team should be communicating what is the feedback from the people, our customers, and what does marketing need to do with that feedback? They need to translate it into proper marketing messages, great sales decks, great social media posts and ad strategies that really take what they're hearing, what the salespeople are hearing, and take and translate it into good copywriting, good graphic design, making sure the salespeople have the right tools. So role-playing exercises together, workshops, etc., are really, really good when you're bringing sales and marketing teams together. Right? Sales gets an opportunity to really bring marketing into their world, and marketing has an opportunity to say, look, these are the benefits that I think you're missing when you're out there selling that can help you close the deal quicker, faster, and more efficient. Okay. So bring those teams together and help them train. And let me tell you, you're going to build a real synergetic team that's out there fighting for your business against a very, very tight market that we have right now. The economy is very, very tight right now. Businesses are looking for ways to conserve their spending and looking for true partnerships. And let me tell you, if you're not doing that, if you're not offering that value, your competition certainly will be doing that. Okay. So that brings in this real need for personalized recommendations. Yes, marketing can put blanket marketing campaigns together. We do a monthly service campaign. But at the end of the day, when my salespeople or myself are on a phone call talking to a business owner, we are personalizing those products and services that they need based on what they really, really need. And there are times when we've gotten calls and somebody has said, we want to run a Google ad strategy, and we have said no. And the reason why we have said no is because their website is so bad that if we ran ads and they went to the website, they probably wouldn't close any deals. Right? So you've got to really look at these personalized recommendations. And that's why this upselling strategy is not for your entire client base. That's where cross-selling is probably more beneficial when you're looking at your entire client base, and upselling is really for those A clients and B clients with a very personalized strategy and approach. Okay. And listen, one thing that you can do to add value when you want to upgrade to have a client upgrade to a premium service is making sure that you provide customer reviews and testimonials or references. Okay. That always adds value. And I know customer reviews are a pain to go out and get and make sure that it's happening, especially if you're not a professional service company like a landscaping company or a power washing company. We went through a name change and I still haven't gone out and gotten new reviews, but I've got my core people that I can call on if I need them to give us a reference, if we're bringing in a great client and we need to offer a reference, right? Okay, we talked about segmenting customers. Not all customers are going to respond to upselling in the same way. And that's why you've got to really segment your customers and look at additional factors. Look at some of the other vendors that they're using. How are they spending their money right now? What's happening? Talk to their people. Look at the different departments that you are doing business with versus those that you're not doing business with, to really look at those upselling strategies. And more importantly, timing is crucial when it comes to upselling. The best time to propose an upsell is after the customer has really decided to get into a contract with you or to make a purchase with you, when they've expressed interest. That is the time to really look at, can I upsell them to a premium plan or a premium service? Okay. And can I even consider, okay, fostering loyalty with them by understanding that upselling is not a one-time strategy. Just because you're in the middle of a proposal to that particular client does not mean that that is the time now to conduct an upsell. It may mean that you are going to really create trust with them, and then maybe you're going to check in with them 90 days from now, or 6 months from now, or a year from now, and see if there's an opportunity for upselling. So foster loyalty first, foster giving excellent, devoted customer service before you begin to try to upsell them on premium packaging. The last thing you want to do is have the customer come back to you and say, I have spent all this money and I've barely used these services. So now I need to reduce my contract with you. Or worse yet, your competition comes in and says, you don't need all of this. And because you don't need all of this, then I'm going to show you what you do need. And they give them a lower contractual agreement that saves them money, saves them time, and gives them the products and the services that they actually need. And what does that do? That can really hurt your reputation for overselling instead of looking at the value of what you are giving them and saying, does this match their needs? All right, let's talk about the art of cross-selling. Okay, cross-selling is more than a sales technique. It is truly an art. Okay, you really have to understand that symbiotic relationship between the products and the services that you're selling. You got to weave this creative sales narrative and position these connections in a way that really appeals to the customer, right? You are probably selling on emotion, and you're selling them complementary products like we talked about with the laptop and upselling to a laptop bag. Or if you purchase smartphone, obviously you want a case, you want headphones, or you're going to get an extended warranty. Those are complementary products, and those sometimes are based on want, not necessarily need. And so when you are mastering that art of cross-selling, it lies in personalization, understanding what the customer is really feeling at that time. Are they in a situation where they're buying a product from you because they have to and they really don't have the funds, and you can tell that they're struggling? That's probably not the time to be considering a cross-sell strategy. But if you understand their behavior, or if they're a repeat customer that comes in all the time and you get to know their personality, you can look for opportunities to cross-sell. And this really works great in retail or in restaurants as well. So if you know that patron that's coming in, you know the type of wine that they like, and you get a new brand of wine coming in, you know it's an opportunity to cross-sell that wine with a new appetizer. That's because you know that person. You know that they like a certain type of wine. You know that they typically order appetizers before their meal. That's a great complementary cross-sell. And it's always about being authentic to the customer and meeting them exactly where they're at, giving that real high-level customer service experience by making sure that you understand it's about timing. Knowing how to present those cross-sell opportunities, knowing the difference, knowing the best time when they've decided to walk into your storefront or walk into your restaurant, or when they've decided to swipe the credit card, you know, adding that piece of jewelry in to go with the dress that they've purchased, or adding that belt to go with the pair of pants that that gentleman has purchased. Those are, yes, you have the benefit of knowing that obviously they wouldn't be in your location if they did not like your brand. right? But you have the opportunity to really enhance that sell. So the best practice around cross-selling is to make sure that you understand timing means everything and really reading that particular individual's buying behavior, the way that they're behaving in front of you, what is their aura around them, and can you have that real conversation? And I would say that training is key to that, right? So making sure that you're training the people that are working behind the counter, people that are servicing your customer, and making sure that they really understand the importance, right, of looking for those customers that really are relaxed and ready to listen and really are enjoying the experience that you are offering them, and can you cross sell? Okay. So when do we upsell? When do we cross sell? Okay. Both strategies can be very effective, even with customer satisfaction, right? But you got to approach them from the standpoint of adding value and not becoming a pushy salesperson or a pushy marketer. You want to continue to add value before you ask for them to spend more money with you. Okay. So let's look at identifying those opportunities for upselling and cross-selling in our business. Okay. Upselling is very appropriate when you're offering a higher end product or a service that better suits your customers' needs. That's one way to really look at when you should identify an upsell opportunity. Okay. And the customer is typically already interested in your business, and you're going to guide them to a more premium version. Okay. You're enhancing the value of the customer gets for their purchase, whether it's superior features or improved performance or additional benefits. On the other hand, cross selling comes into play when you can recommend complementary products and services that enhance that initial purchase. So I bought a phone. I need to get a phone case. I need to get earphones, and I need to get an extended warranty, that initial purchase. Okay. So you're creating a more complete solution for the customer. You're addressing to what they need right now that they may not have considered. Do you need a phone case? Do you need a laptop bag? That type of thing. But it's not a true value that they have to have. They may have headphones already at home, right? They may have a case that they can use over and over again. Okay. So you want to balance both for methods, right? You want to implement both methods. I mean, I wouldn't say that one is more important over the other, but I think you definitely need to understand the differences. All right. We got to talk about downselling. Okay. So there's upselling, there's cross-selling, there's downselling, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on downselling, but it is truly a sales and marketing strategy. And it's probably one of the most misunderstood tools. Okay. Downselling is the practice of offering a lower price product or service to a customer who seems hesitant about making a higher priced purchase. And the goal obviously is to secure a sale that might otherwise be lost or given to your competition. And it better fits your customer's budget and their readiness level. Okay. Maybe they're not ready to get upgraded into a premium service, but there's a minimum purchase that you can offer them at a lower price sell. Okay. So just like upselling and cross-selling, downselling is deeply rooted into understanding your customer's needs, providing solutions that genuinely add value, right? So somebody comes in and they want to purchase something and they're feeling frustrated because they may not have the budget. And we have this happen all the time in our marketing strategy. You might have a solo entrepreneur that really doesn't have a budget for marketing, but really desperately needs help. And so we'll find some lower tiered services that we can offer them that give them the value that they need at this moment. Okay. So I would say that downselling is a very authentic approach, but you do risk getting more of the C clients that may not ever understand the value of being upselled or adding on to their services. So you've got to be really careful. There are people that will take the downsell strategy and they'll take that on and they will grow with your business. But if you are using the downselling strategy just to get a sale, then you might be forced with having a C customer that's consuming so much of your time that you're not able to take care of your A customers or your B customers. So downselling needs to be very, very much a strategy that's used minimally, only if you know that client authentically can grow with you. It's just they can't right at this second. All right. So I just want to move back over to upselling because we're all about increasing our revenue. Okay. And I want to refresh your memory on the strategies that you need to take for upselling. This is the time, this is last quarter. That's why we're talking about sales. This is the time right now to divvy up your client base and look for opportunities for upselling. Okay. And you've got to figure out how you're going to enhance that individual customer's value and where is your timing going to be in terms of getting out to that client and reaching out to them and connecting with them so they understand why they need to buy. Okay. So let's talk about the role of marketing and sales in that upselling, and then we'll continue to reinforce those strategies for this last quarter. Okay. So marketing and sales, remember we talked about this working very synergetically together. That's crucial for a business. Okay. You can't have marketing out promoting products and services that sales are not out in the field pushing. Okay. So really important that together the marketing campaigns match what sales is doing. They should complement each other, right? Marketing should be making sure that whatever sales is out there pushing, that they're also pushing. So there's a layered approach. So your email marketing, your blog post should be supporting the initial sales campaign. Your sales deck should be supporting that initial sales campaign. The value propositions and the sell sheets for the sales team members should be pushing exactly what you're trying to focus on from an upsell standpoint. And the goal here is for both teams, marketing and sales, to reduce the customer churn rate. It's the end of the year. Customers are evaluating their budgets. They're going to look at where they can consolidate vendors, where they can consolidate services, where they can enhance and add on vendors that's going to help them drive revenue, top line sales in 2024. So it's really, really important that together those teams are working together. And marketing can really help with making sure that they are creating awareness on those high products and high premium services through all of the channels that we just discussed. Okay. So marketing's job is to create awareness. Sales job is to get in there and identify those opportunities. And one of the things that they need to do is making sure that they're talking to the marketing teams and the marketing departments. They're sharing what the customer's feedback is. They're communicating the value that they're offering to the customers and what is hooking the customers in, and then providing that feedback back to marketing so marketing can take more of that same terminology, more of those value opportunities, and pushing it back out into their space, their marketing channels. Okay. So marketing and sales need to be constantly talking to each other. As sales gets out there and tries to upsell services, they need to take that feedback and push it back over to marketing, and marketing needs to take that feedback and go back and readjust their marketing campaigns accordingly. Okay. And that personalization of the upsell Marketing will do their best job to give sales sheets, to give sales decks, but every single upsell needs to be customized. And if you have salespeople that are not taking time to really understand your customer base and understand the importance of personalizing each conversation because they've done a complete homework strategy on their customer, then you need to reevaluate your customer base. And sometimes you need to bring in outside resources to help you with sales scripting, sales coaching, even business development strategies. And if you are needing that support, let me know. And you may be wondering, why is a marketing agency talking about upselling right now? I'm talking about it because as we are ending the year, we're reevaluating our marketing plans with our clients. And the one thing I keep noticing over and over again is that businesses are always focused on rolling out something new, rolling out a new product, rolling out a new service, and they're not concentrated on upselling and doing customer-based marketing strategies. Did you hear what I'm saying? Current customers really need their own marketing strategy. It's not always about going out and getting new business. It's about making sure that we're taking care of the current business before we go and get new business. So that's why we're talking about this topic. Okay. Last reminders before we wrap it up today. Understand your customers' needs and their preferences. Understand what's happening in their industry. Understand what's happening in their world. What are they struggling with? Have a personal conversation with them and get to know them at a very deep level, not at a surface level. Really offer only relevant upsell options to them. Don't try to be a quick, fast salesperson that just wants to make another sell. Even if you're desperate for sales, always do what's right. And when you do what's right, you will find that the customer will come back to you because of their loyalty. They understand that you're not going to try to upsell them just to upsell them. Communicate the value of what you offer clearly. Make sure they understand that you are an extension of their business. You are really there to help them be profitable. You're there to help them grow. You're there for to lend an ear if they are struggling with a specific problem or issue. And even if you're in a retail space, even if you're in a restaurant establishment, really personalize that experience with your wait staff or your behind the counter staff or your salespeople within the storefront to really build a human connection. Okay, those birthday cards, those thank you for your purchase text messages that are very personalized really begin to communicate the value of why that patron should be coming back. So even if you're B2C, what are those loving touches that really communicate the value of doing business? I have a retail store that I absolutely love. And I have a lady there that every time a certain type of clothing comes in, she'll send me a text and let me know. She'll wish me a happy birthday. She's never pushy, just a heads up. And I really value that. And I will always go back and go to her specifically so she gets the benefit of my purchases. And actually, she's in a different town than I live in. So when I'm in town, I go and see her. And that comes to timing. Timing your upsell and looking at your sales cycle as a whole and not saying it's end of the year, so we've got to focus on upselling. Maybe, but maybe you have to do it in spring. Maybe you have to do it during the summer. You really need to look at the individual customer. And again, you're going to go where they need you to be. If they are slammed at the end of the year, this is not the time to go in and try to upsell them on a service, right? If it's holiday season, that's not the time. They're not focused on that right now. So you got to be intuitive and strategic. And again, don't get so blinded by the dollar sign that you're not doing what's right for them. And one way to overcome that is obviously is that if you become a consultant, sorry, when you become a consultant to them, then they really understand you're there to do what's in the best interest for them Obviously, you want to make the sale, you want to build trust, but you are there to do what's in the best interest for them. And when you build that consultative approach, really you're saying, look, I'm not going to try to oversell you. I'm going to try to do what's right. I'm not going to be pushy. I really am here to make you successful. And when you're successful, I know I will be successful. Okay, guys, that is it. I'm going to wrap up this session. And I hope that this has been helpful for you. And I want to encourage you, if you need a personal Q&A session just to kind of brainstorm things out, then I would love to have you reach out to me directly. You can go to info@wekinnectglobal.com, WEKINNECT global.com. And you can also go to our contact us page, and I'm happy to have a one-on-one with you to talk to you about this overall strategy. And I can give you my personalized feedback on what you are currently doing as well. And I just want to also remind you, if you are a business owner and you are looking for additional resources to really scale and grow your business, know that we have a personalized online toolkit for you. And one of the things that we do for our clients, but also for businesses within our own community of entrepreneurs, is we offer a marketing report card. We are going to give you a grade on what you are doing from an online standpoint, A, B, C, D, F, and how do you compare to your competition? And how do you compare to your industry when it comes to your ad spend, your SEO, your website, your social media, etc., your business listings, and you'll get this complimentary report card so that you can make good business decisions. It also supplementally will tell you things that are broken on your website and things that you need to repair, and same with your business listings. And if you are signed up with us, you'll get a monthly executive report that gives you a status on your business listings. We offer general local business listings for free for you to look at. If you want to enhance your service and make sure that you can be found online, we can do that as well. But you will get a monthly report. And this executive report is what we give our clients every single month when they're doing business with us. They know the projects that we're working on, where we stand with those projects. They know where our team is at in terms of executing those projects. And then they also can see their analytics, see where their business listings is. They can monitor, update their business information. If you're a retail store and you're changing your times because you're going to be closed on a holiday, you can do that within our platform, and it pushes it out to Google and to all business listings so that people know that you're closed for that particular day. You can also ask for reviews using our technology. You can respond to reviews using our technology. This is complimentary. Obviously, you can upgrade if you need a premium service to handle multi-locations, but you can do this all within our platform. It's our own business app. So again, I just want to remind you, follow us on your favorite social media platform, subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for our newsletter. There's that email address, info@wekinnectglobal.com, and you can one with me as well. And we've got some great new webinars that will continue to help you in growing your business. And if this was helpful and this provided you the knowledge that you need or a tidbit of wisdom, then we welcome a Google or Facebook review. All right, my name is Darlene Gagnon. You guys have a phenomenal day. Enjoy the beauty of the fall weather that will shortly be upon us as we go into September, and I will talk to you guys soon.